Oh, well, my name is Patrick O'Connor and I studied at St Mary's Christian Brothers Grammar School in West Belfast and now I actually study law of politics. At A level I studied government and politics, religious studies and history. I found that they prepared me for my degree in law of politics because there were a lot of essays and it prepared me being able to write in length and sometimes for hours upon end, especially when it comes to exams. And it really benefited me because it meant I had to look over a lot of resources, especially in government politics at A level, because I had to take in a lot of different examples and modern contemporary ones, so I was constantly looking up the news and trying to get as much contemporary examples as possible, which I have to do a lot in my degree. I chose my A level subjects on the basis of what I had an interest outside of my education, something that would keep me motivated to work even at home as well as in school, which did me well. It's got me to university. At first I wasn't too sure what degree I wanted to do at university, but then I came to the open days at all the universities and talking to the professors, but I got more of a feeling of what I want to do by talking with students who are actually doing the degrees at the moment, because they were able to tell me which degrees and which modules would interest me and tell me stuff about the modules that maybe the professors wouldn't, and that gave me a great insight into the life of a student doing that degree. My time at St Mary's helped me massively prepare for university. There was a lot of independent study in the study halls. The study periods helped us enormously because it's broken up into your own wee groups and you had to do your own work. And also the careers department was amazing. Miss Kathleen Moore was unbelievable in preparing us. She introduced lecturers into the human rights lecture field who told us about life in university and what to expect and not to be afraid for the first month or two, but that it would be hard, but we would adjust quickly. What I enjoy most about my degree is the fact that it's quite practical, as in there's other degrees that it's all just essays, but we have written coursework, but we also have these things called a moot, which is like a fake court case, and we just get up and argue with other people in our class, like other students, about a specific hypothetical case that we're given, and it's really good, and we get to go to the Royal Courts of Justice in Merseyside and we get to see a lot of cases in action. I would say not to pick too many choices on your UCAS that are quite similar, because that might limit you if you don't get the grades that are needed. And also, when you do get to university, it will be hard for the first month or two because you have to deal with referencing and get all this new arena atmosphere, and the lectures aren't as hands-on as school teachers are, and you feel like you're on your own for a bit. But once you make friends, you get used to the referencing systems and everything flies. You just get used to it. It was quite tough at first because I wasn't prepared for sitting in lectures for hours upon end, 2 hours at a time, and I was used to a break every now and again, the teacher having a bit of just talking to you, knowing you on a personal level. Sometimes I don't feel like you get that in the huge lecture arenas, but as you go on, you develop a relationship with the lecturers over time after you do coursework and they know who you are, and eventually it becomes a really good experience. In terms of hours that I actually have allocated to class time, it's only 9 hours per week, but in fact I find myself doing a lot more work than I did at school, because we're encouraged to do at least 30 hours and do maybe 20 hours a week of independent study, and that means going to read journals upon end and then having to make notes. And half the battle is actually just trying to find accurate sources and stuff to read up on. And but you also get involved in a lot of other activities, like the Students' Union hold fairs and stuff, and your Law Society, for example, they do a lot of trips to go into the courts so you can go up surfing and stuff, so you make a lot of friends. And there's also the Edge Award and getting involved and trying to get up to as many qualifications as possible. I'm not too sure at the minute, because I would like to study at the theatre, maybe do a postgrad. But at the minute I'm trying to build up my business acumen. I've just been accepted in the Study USA program, and I've been doing a lot of placements with Citigroup and also with a few solicitor groups called Skeleton Company down in Washington House in Belfast. But at the minute I'm just keeping keeping a lot of areas open. Yes, I'll be studying business over in America, in Pennsylvania, Reading, Pennsylvania, for the full year, and it's to build up my business acumen and try and get a greater grasp on the world, and not just this little Northern Ireland.